Hello and welcome. We're here for a hockey match with you guys today. It is Bryant, Line, and Karma versus Brood, Icup, and Bryant U. We have three admins in the game. Bryant, Line, and Icup are all admins. Brood and Bryant U are an excellent tandem. And we are going to see how this pans out as we have some very high quality players in this game right now. And Karma can't find the net as Bryant U able to stop it and kick it out to Brood as we start things off here. Looks like Icup is going to be really far ahead as we zoom our camera out. We're going to go 2 zooms out. Icup with the ball passes over to Brood, and he's going to have the shot for the 1-0 goal. As Blue takes the early lead. Bryant with the ball. Bryant's probably one of the best UK players of all time and currently. He always plays on the East server. And never complains about ping and always plays at an incredibly high level, even though he's playing off his home server. Much like Sergio, but Bryant is an excellent player, really good positioning and defense, but not able to convert. And he also has excellent offense. He's no slouch. Icup with the ball here. Icup, excellent grab, one of the best grabbers in the game. Just some crazy plays sometimes. And Brood and Bryant U are excellent passers as well. Oh, but Bryant U loses it there as Karma able to kick it up and get the ball. Bryant has it, but unable to complete the fast break as he loses it there. But Lion able to recover, but loses it right back to Icup as Blue looks like they're going to attempt to score. Had Bryant use a runner, chose not to go to him. Takes Icup on the side who throws it in, but nobody was really there. As Red able to pick up the stop and able to maintain the ball. As Karma kicks it up to Bryant, who has a lot of space. Has Line alone up in the corner. This is going to be dangerous. Karma's in the middle. Line brings it in, gives it to Karma, and he's going to make it 1-1. Nice play with Red. So Bryant with the ball. Or Bryant U with the ball, sorry. Brood. Over to Bryant. Has Icup on the net. Ooh, swatted away by Karma. So Brood somehow able to get it. And then Bryant takes it right back. Back and forth we go, so nothing really going. The two teams passing it right back and forth. Red finally able to maintain control here. Karma with the ball bouncing around the box. Has Bryant in the middle. It's a 2v1, but loses it. Bryant is going to be able to take it here. Doesn't really have a receiver. Bounces around Karma, gives it to Brood. Back to Bryant U. Karma's saying, what the fuck? You can see the chat in the top left there. Brood with the ball, but getting tapped out by Karma. So Brood with it. Able to grab it. Brood a really good grabber. Holding onto the ball, passing out to Icup. Ooh, nice pass in the middle there. It's going to be a 2v1. He's going to give it to Brood, and that's going to be 2-1 Blue. And they're going to hold on to the faceoff. You see they block out Red as they try to come in. Icup, with a little bit of a sloppy pass, but it doesn't matter because they had the whole zone controlled. As they bring the ball in, selflessly passing around. Oh, but this is going to be a tight steal, and Karma makes a really nice steal going in, trapping him against the wall. But Brood gets it right back, gives it to Icup. He's going to have some space in front of the net. Taking his time, gives it to Brood. Right on the goal, and there he goes. So Red unable to kind of put any sort of pressure on him as he roams in front of the net, finding the hole, and getting the goal. 3-1 Blue. So Karma passes it to Line. Red getting the face off here. They need a goal. They can't. Oh, and they get the steal. Blue gets it. And Brood gives it out to Bryant U, but Bryant gets it right back. Gives it to Karma. Almost loses it. Gives it to Line. Line brings it in. Bounces off the net, but no one's there. Bryant U gets it and gives it off to Brood. Bouncing up the wall. Has Brian Yu on the far side. He's going to find him. It's kind of sandwiched right now, and Karma's going to get the steal. Gives it back to Bryant. Passing back to Karma. Losing it. Now Brian Yu's going to have it. Giving it to Icup. Back to Brian Yu. Around the box lines, pressuring. Back to Brew, but the pass is going to miss right to Bryant, and Karma's going to have a lot of space. Going up the side. He's going to have a shot. Then he's going to take it, and it's going to go in and make it 3-2. So Red's going to come within one more. Brian Yu saying, my bad. Karma out to line. Line's going to have some space here. Bringing it into the goal zone. Brian's in wing. Karma's behind. Karma has it. Going up the side here. He's going to bring it in, but loses it. Icup has it. Over to Brood. Karma pings him. Icup with people all around, but able to maintain the ball. You can see really pressured there. Two people around. So Brood with it. Taking his time. Passing over to Icup. Ooh, getting past line. Passing into Brood, is going to have it alone on the 1v1. Not able to convert, but able to maintain the ball. Now Brian Yu has it. They're going to set up. Brian Yu charges in. Icup tries to find a hole, but can't convert. And Red's going to find the ball. It looks like Karma's going to have some space. Line's going to throw the ball up, and Karma's going to have it here. And Bryant's going to be cutting towards the net as Karma brings it around the box. And Blue's going to be able to set up here on D. Bryant's going to be on the inside post. Let's see if Karma makes a play, but not able to find anything there. Back into Bryant. They're going to have some space here as Line brings it in. Back to Karma. Able to hold on to the ball. So good job for Red. Keeping the ball. Oh, but Brood flies in. Tries to make a steal, but can't hold on to it. Bryant has it. Gets tapped out. So Red keeping the ball here. Passing around. Back to Line. Bouncing around the box. Back to Bryant. Into Karma. Trying to get it in, but Brian Yu swats it away. Karma was trying to make a hole. It seemed like with his body bringing the ship into the goal as he's shooting, but Brian Yu swatting it away, making a great save. Brood with the ball now, but going into Icup in traffic. Almost loses it. But Brood's going to still have it here. Ooh, but now Brian's going to have it. And he's not going to give up the ball easily. No way. Back to Karma. Ooh, in the cross, but not able to get by Blue as they pick it back up here. So Icup with the ball over to Brood. Electing not to pass to Bryant in traffic. Going to Icup. You could see Bryant had Brian Yu mirrored really well, and the pass over to Bryant as he spins during his cut, kind of losing the pass there. As the pings are flying right now, as the teams are trying to find a way to beat each other's defenses. As you can see, the grav is at a high level on both teams, so it's really hard for them to get in. As Karma finds some space and tries to take this shot, but not able to find the hole. But Red able to keep the ball as Bryant gets it and is going to reset. Almost loses it to Icup as he dives up, but now they're going to have an advantage as Karma brings the ball into the goal zone. Brian Yu set up. He's going to... Oh! I thought he was going to cross it, and so did the Blue defender as he shoots it in. And they are going to be able to maintain the face-off here as we are all tied up at 3. So Line with the ball. Going around the box. They're going to have an advantage here as Blue seems to be napping on defense. Karma has it, and they're going to shoot, and they're going to have the goal and the face-off again. So Blue is up 3-1, and now it is 4-3 Red. Line with it out to Bryant. Over to Line. Line's going to bounce it up the box. Back to Karma. Nobody home on the side pass, but they're going to be able to keep the ball here. Line back to Bryant. And we are going to reset. Red should be able to keep the ball here, but they're going to have to start the play over as Line has 2 defenders on. But able to kick it out to Karma. Karma over to Bryant. Bryant, now this is a 2v1 and they are going to score easily. That's what you do if you ever find yourself in a 2v1, kids. Just pass to the side. But Blue able to respond on the fast break off the faceoff, 5-4. And they're going to be able to pick up the faceoff off the goal. As Brian uses it, has that on the top, but he's going to lose the bounce, giving it to Line. Line has it, kicks it upfield, and it looks like Red's going to be able to keep it here. As they had a beat on the Blue defenders, but as Karma kicks it back, he gives it right to Icup. Icup, Ping and Brood, get up there, man. Brood cuts up. Off the wall, tries to give it to Icup. Slight miscue, but he gives it to Brian New, and it looks like he is going to have the goal to make it 5-5. The second assist in a row from Icup. As Karma kicks it upfield to Bryant, who almost had it a fast break, but Karma picks it up, tries to sneak by Brian New and Brew, but they're able to sandwich him and pick up the ball. Icup tries to kick it up to Brian, but Line is on the wise as Bryant kicks it up through the wall to Karma, doing a little through-the-wall grab there, a little fancy. But Bryant with the ball around the box. All the defenders are there. Let's see if Bryant tries to go through them or go back around the Safeway. And he does. He goes right through them. Tries to give it to Line, but Line can't find the shot. So Karma has it. Goes back around the box. Icup pressuring. Karma trying to sneak through him, to pass through him. Not able to do it. Brood picks it up. Icup trying to get the pass on the fast break. Gives it back to Brood. Back to Icup. Not able to find the net. Let's see if he can keep the ball. Does. Back to Brood. Back to Brian New. Back to Brood. Oh, he's going to bounce up and he's going to have the goal there. And you can see he did a little bounce off the box there. Faked out the goalie just enough for him to be able to get up there and make the shot. He probably would have had the shot without the bounce, but nonetheless. But Red with the face-off here. Let's see if they can respond and tie it up here. Line with the ball. But loses it to Icup. And now Brood has it on the side. So you see Blue goes up early. Red responds. And now Blue is up. And now they have the ball here. Brood trying to bring it in, but it looks like Red's going to have the steal as they surround Brood. He has nowhere to go. Line sneaks it over to Bryant. Bryant goes up the wall. Line's cut into the net. He has Karma closer. Decides to go on the box himself. He's going to beat out 2 defenders. Karma in front of the net over the line, but not able to beat out Brian New, who defends it yet again. Brian New with the big stop. But Brian New on the pass over loses Brood, and Brian's going to pick this up. So Red's going to have another chance here to tie it up. As he kicks it over to Karma. Karma's going to have some space, and he's going to bring it in and have the goal. Nice formation from Red as Brian slides it over to Karma. Karma's able to kick it off of the box. The goalie was tricked out, couldn't take the speed, and they are able to beat out the Red goalkeeper as it's all tied up, and they are able to go right off the face-off. Blue's not able to hold him right now, and they pass right by him. And scored again, going up 7-6. But Icup making the stop there. Trying to pass up to Brood. It looks like he almost had it, but Bryant gets in there. Takes it away. Says, that's my ball. So Bryant with it, passing up. But Bryant with another stop on defense. Passing up to Icup. Has Brood as a runner. Defenders all around. Gets it back to Icup. Oh, but loses it to Karma. Karma's going to try to take it, and Bryant's going to end up getting it here. Good luck getting it from Bryant in backfield. Good luck. Almost. He almost lost it in front of the net there, but gets it to line. He's really good in that position. So Karma with it. You got Bryant cut into the net. Around the box. Almost slipping it inside the goal. You saw you tricked it out from the far wall, the goalkeeper there. If you want to rewind, if you're not sure what happened, you can see the goalie was just tricked out on the inside there. Very nice, very close, but loses it nonetheless, so a little risky. But Blue loses on the other side of the field trying to bring it in the same way, it looked like. So Line gives it out to Bryant. Icup laughing. Everyone's trying to make the highlight reel right now. They know what's going on YouTube. So Bryant with the ball. Over the line. Over to Karma. He's going to have a lot of space in front of the net. Bryant is a runner. He's going to shoot himself, but Brian, you again, swatting at far post with another defensive stop. So Brood with the ball. Over to Icup. But losing it to Line with a nice stop. Over to Karma, who's going to kick it out to Bryant. So what you don't want to do is give Bryant a lot of space, but Brian, you was there with the answer. Stopping it, giving up to Icup, tying it up at 7. Brood saying Brian Yu'd. So Brian Yu making some great defensive stops in succession. Brood with the ball. Blue's able to get the face off here. 7-7. Game is to 10. So Icup with the ball. In danger against the wall here, but it looks like Abel going to sneak it out. Brian Yu saying, bring it over here, man. But missing Brian Yu in transition is going to hit the wall box on the outside, but Brian Yu just able to scrap it up. Brian Yu with the ball. Giving it over to Brood. Looked like he might have had Icup beat, but not able to get by the wall. So Brood, back to Brian Yu. Back to Brood. Around the box. Over to Icup, but not able to get by the defenders there, and they're going to sandwich him and get the ball out, but Brian Yu's there to pick up the rebound. So Red with a nice stop, but not able to maintain the ball. Back to Brood, and he's going to have a little bit of a B here. Kicks it out to Icup, and he's going to have the shot that's going to beat out the defenders. 7-8 right now in Blue's favor, so 8 has 2 goals to go. Blue has 2 goals to go to win. And Brood has the ball now outside the box. Over to Icup, who's going to kick it out to Brian Yu here. They're going to be set up in the triangle. Brood's blocking on the inside. Brian Yu has the ball. Looked like he had Brood for the easy pass shot. Doesn't do it. Icup says, what's going on? Brian Yu clearly had a mistake. Brood says he's throwing. But nonetheless, Brian's going to have the ball here. As that was a huge miscue. They clearly had the goal there. But nonetheless, Red's coming. They can now tie it now 8-8 on a big mistake from Blue. Karma kicks it up, but Brood's going to have it here, so Red's not able to convert on the miscue. Brian Yu with the ball, back over to Icup, over to Brood. He's going to have some space. He's going to go back around. So Blue's going to reset here. Let's see if they're going to be able to convert after that big mistake, because they have... Oh, and he loses. He goes right into 2, but he gets it right back. But Line's able to come in and take it. So Blue loses it twice in a row now. In sloppy fashion, it looks like Red is finally going to be able to score on this. Thought Karma might have had a shot, but Brood's able to get back to reset it. Here comes Red. Over to Karma. And then he makes a nice shot in there. You can see he was in a nice central position there on the goal, which is a hard place to defend. And he's able to slip the shot past to make it 8-8. So Bryant, with the face-off, has it. Brood trying to take it from him. Not able to do it. Line has it. Calling for a play. Passing it up. Somehow finds Bryant. I'm not sure if that's what the plan was, but it all worked out. Bryant has it. Bringing it in. Slipping by Brood. That was pretty tight. His Line on the side. Tries to kick it into Karma, but Brian Yu's all over it. But not able to keep the ball. Line kicks it into Karma, almost able to slip it in. Karma, almost with an acrobatic circuit shot away from momentum, but Blue's able to pick it up. Brood has it down the side, 8-8. What a game we got going here, guys. Karma has it. Back to Line, over to Bryant. Blue almost making the steal there. Bryant going around the box. 3 defenders all around, and Brood's going to be able to pick it up. Icup's in front. Brian Yu on the side. Oh, a little sloppy, but Brian Yu's going to be able to pick it up. Tries to get it over Icup, but is not able to do it. You can see the pass had him in a little bit of an awkward situation there. And in the end, they lose the ball. Karma has it around the box. Not able to get it in. but able to keep the ball. Over to Line, and they have an advantage here. Line has it over to Karma. Karma sneaks it in, but Brian Yu is there again for the goal line stop. Unbelievable. So Icup with the ball as Blue makes another incredible goal line D. Brood with the ball. Over to Icup, and Icup's going to have some space. Let's see if they can have a beat. Icup bouncing around Line with the acrobats. Over to Brood, and he sneaks it by Bryant, and they're going to go up 9-8. So Brian Yu with the ball off the faceoff. Game point for Blue. Brood has it. Kicks it over to Icup, who's going to have some space. Over to Brood, and that is going to be it. 10-8. What a game. Some nice defense from Brian Yu. And we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, comment, and let me know who you think your MVP is.